Well, guys, as I said, special treat today with Dr. Lloyd White, our resident cycling expert, to give us a rundown of the upcoming Tour de France. And before we start, I'm going to put on my cycling hat. I even brought it today. Special treat, special day.
I think you win the battle of the jumpers as well.
Well, maybe. Yours is nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
yours.
Okay.
We can swap later.
Yeah, we're going to swap later. Well, I'm pretty excited about this tour. I think it's going to be a cracker. Tell me more.
Yeah, I kind of haven't been that excited about cycling this year for various reasons, mostly linked to Astana.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm starting to get the mojo, starting to get things coming through, and as I was researching this article, I was like, yes, this is going to be an absolute cracker. It's the first time in generations that there are 4 genuine top-line contenders for the title.
Yep.
Any one of the 4 could win it, legitimately.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think for me also the course this year, the stages,
Yes.
really good.
It's
It's going to be
very
really
even.
exciting.
Yeah, there's pros and cons for each of the 4 favoured riders. Some situations will suit others more than others, and yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how it pans out. So basically, Tour de France, big cycling race, goes around France. It's actually starting in Holland this year, because why not?
Yep.
Basically made up of a whole heap of flat stages, followed by a whole heap of mountain stages, followed by a flat stage going into the Champs-Élysées in Paris, where it all finishes off. And a new element that's been added in the past couple of years are sections with cobblestones.
Oh, now we like the cobbles.
Like the cobbles a lot.
They were exciting last year.
Yeah, it really does sort the men from the boys, as it were. And last year, Nibali basically made his move on the cobbles and was never seen again.
Yep.
Whereas Chris Froome, who was his main competitor last year, didn't even make it to the cobbles. He made it to the stage, crashed 3 times because the road was wet. So it really calls into question his cycling ability.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Big call there. He's only won the Tour de France before once. So
yeah, but if you can't ride a bike in the rain, then I think you're going to struggle.
Yeah, particularly when you've got the likes of Nibali and Contador and Quintana chasing you down.
So run us through the contenders, please.
Okay, so the 4 contenders are Vincenzo Nibali, Alberto Contador, Nairo Quintana, and Chris Froome. Nibali won it last year, virtually unchallenged, I think it could be said in the end. Just dominated the race from stage 1 through to stage 21.
Yep, and like you said, made his move on the cobbles, which came pretty early, stage 4 I think they were.
Yeah, really early. He had already had a bit of a breakaway in one of the earliest stages as well, and it just, he put doubts into the minds of the other contenders and then just blew them away. So, defending champion, he hasn't raced too much this year. What he has, he's looked good. He's just won the Italian champion, or is Italian champion again. He's previously won all 3 of the Grand Tours as well. So
he's got history.
Strong history, strong pedigree, really durable, adaptable rider.
Yep.
And in what could be a key in this Tour de France is that he's really, really good at descending. There are a few mountain stages that finish on top of mountains, but only short mountains which are preceded by big descents, and that could be crucial.
That was one of the notes I made about Nibali as well.
Yeah. The cons of Nibali, he rides for Astana.
Yeah, that's a big con.
He's never been implicated in any drug taking. He's widely seen as being a clean rider, but the fact he rides for Astana just taints him in a bad light.
Yeah, it certainly has the air of guilty by association.
Yeah, so for those that aren't as clued in, Astana are a team based in Kazakhstan, probably the richest of all the teams, and so therefore can threaten big legals.
Yeah.
They had 5 riders test positive for performance-enhancing drugs last year, or in the last 12 months. So, yes.
Question marks, which I think leads us neatly onto Alberto Contador.
Alberto Contador. He won the Giro last year, as well as... Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't win Vuelta. It's all right.
No, he won the Giro this year.
He won the Giro this year.
Yes, he's going for the double.
Yeah, he's going for the triple, actually, because he won the Vuelta a España last year as well, as the last one.
Okay.
But he has previously been banned for 2 years for doping, so he's probably juiced up to the eyeballs.
Yep.
Really strong rider, though. Can't be discounted. Similar to Nibali, lot of game. But age is getting to him as well, and there are better climbers in the top 4. Nairo Quintana is probably, or is definitely, the best climber in the world.
Yeah, beautiful. Now we saw Nairo come to light 2 years ago. And finished second to Chris Froome.
Yes,
in the 13 tour.
And blew Froome away on multiple climbs in the last week.
Yep.
So if he is within 2 minutes of the leader going into the last week, he will win.
Yep.
Basically, he's that good. Expect fireworks. It's going to be great. Not in fantastic form at the moment, but he's been training heavily in his native Colombia in the lead up to this. So
yeah, from what I understand, I think he's preparing really well. He's actually the only one of the 4 to have done a race on cobbles this year, which should give him some tips, I guess, some help on the early stages.
Yep.
Chris Froome.
Which is good. Yeah, and Chris Froome won it in 2013. I'm not a huge fan of him. There are question marks on Team Sky as well. Again, another guilt by association. They've recruited the guy that was head of Rabobank's doping program in the late 90s. Never a good look.
No.
And they're also shocking at team time trials, of which there is a long one this year.
Yeah.
And Chris Froome is more of a noted individual time trialist, and the time trial this year is only about 13 kilometres.
Yeah. First stage.
First stage.
My thoughts on the top 4. I think if Chris Froome is going to get anywhere near the title, he's going to have everything's just going to have to go perfect for him in that first week. He's going to have to survive the cobbles. And time trial, his team's going to work for him.
Yes.
If he can do that, he might have a chance, but he's going to have a big lead over my pick, Quintana, who, as you said, he's a climbing specialist.
Yeah.
That last week especially is going to be pretty brutal.
There's 5 summit finishes in the last week.
Good. Nibali, outside bet, like I said, or like you said, good downhiller. Yeah. Which I think in this tour is going to be pretty important. Lots of downhills, lots of mountains, lots of going downhill as well. So should be good.
Yeah. Also looking forward to seeing the performance of the French this year. They haven't had a winner since 1985, but they did have the 2nd and 3rd places last year in Jean-Christophe Perrault and Thibaut Pinot. Thibaut Pinot is a young guy. Perrault made the switch from mountain biking a few years ago and has been killing it. But he is old.
The third one I'd add into that is Romain Bardet. He's also on the team with Perrault and a really good climber, so I think he's going to tow Perrault up the hills quite well. Perrault's a good downhiller, so I can see him on the podium.
Yes, me too. I would like to see a Frenchman win it.
Yeah, look, I think this year especially it's the 40th anniversary of the King of the Mountain Award, as well as 40th year it's finished on Champs-Élysées.
Excellent. Well, may the best rider win.
Yeah.
Best clean rider win.
Absolutely. Well, we can only hope, eh?
Yeah, it's a long shot, but let's go for it.